Good morning, everybody. Park Rat Pat, right here, along with Mr. Swifty. We
Right
are ready
here. Good
to get
morning,
your
everybody.
Sunday started off correctly. We got a good little crowd going already. Martin Smouth, Randy, Don from Just Be Cool Metal Detecting. We got Papa Rouse Bill. We got some more here. I think I missed someone. Dale was in here earlier. Probably still here. Whistle Pig, morning, morning. Chilling and grilling with Mr. Dan B. Good to see you out here, brother. Good morning to all you fathers out there.
And
Awesome.
happy Father's Day.
Absolutely. And if you're not a father, happy put it in her hair day. Whatever we celebrate. I don't know. Oh, good stuff. So, it's bright and it's early. We got the joyful paintbrush with us here. Awesome. Good morning, Mrs. Swifty. I'll need Terry Burnett. Awesome. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. I'll need to talk with Mrs. Swifty after the show later on today sometime. I'm having a little shirt trouble, but I'm going to do my best to get it done. Everything we have has decided to stop communicating with the printer and the cutter. And so I'm trying to get that remedied. I don't want to go out and spend another $400 on a new printer and cutter. I'd rather upgrade to something better, but we'll see. If I can get it working, I'm going to get working. Okay, Mr. Diggs Tony, good morning. Johnson Family Adventures, that's Pick and Bean and Sprout. Listening in during breakfast. Oh, awesome stuff. So, didn't have much of a plan today. If that surprises you, you must be new here.
I'm not surprised.
But today it's all about the dads. We want to tell some happy dad stories, listen to some happy dad stories. So we're going to post the link so people can come up and tell us a good dad story. But before we do that, I'm going to kick it off with one of my favorites. It wasn't even my dad. It was my wife's dad. When we first met, I was at a baseball game with Nita, and the whole family was there. Mom, dad, the stepsisters, the whole 9 yards, and they're all wanting to see this guy that Nita Jean's been dating. Of course, then I had super long hair down my back and scruffy beard all the time, rode my motorcycle everywhere. And back then, nobody called me Park Rat. Everybody called me Road Booger. Because, well, that was my name. So we're at this ball game down at Dodger Town. And I meet Nita's dad for the first time. And he comes up to shake my hand. This little old man he is. And shakes my hand. And he's like, "You better not hurt my little girl." And I was like, "No, sir. I have another woman on the side just for beating and slapping around." And he got all shocked and looked at me and said, "Is he serious?" And as soon as he said that, a foul ball hit him in the head. Perfect Gilligan's Island coconut sound and knocked him out. And it was all I could do not to laugh because, I like this chick and I wanted to get somewhere with her.
Dang. Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Jim. So that's one of the many funny stories I got from hanging out with Dad over the years.
I guess one of my funny stories is I used to play football when I was a teenager, and I got injured and had to go to the hospital. And my dad, he liked to be a comedian as well, and so we're sitting in the hospital waiting to get seen, and something got my dad to laughing, and he couldn't stop, and then he and then he farted at the same time, and then we both got to laughing in the waiting room. We're crying, everybody's looking at us, and to this day I don't even know what was so funny other than he got to laughing. got me laughing and couldn't stop. It got everybody's attention in the hospital. And then he couldn't help it but when Rip,
Yep.
that made it even funnier.
Well, I tell you what, if you can't laugh at a good fart story, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, man.
Silver Wrench, good morning.
Western Barnacles, good morning. Good to see you in here too.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Father's Day to everybody who just showed up. We are telling funny dad stories. So,
yep, I have pinned the link at the top of the comments. Anybody wants to come up and tell a funny story? Lori, good morning to you, girl. Glad to see you here this morning. We also have Life and Times of Barney Taylor stopping in for a quick hello. Thank you, brother. Always appreciate that extra thumbs up. No doubt about that. Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning.
If you got a good dad story you want to tell us, come on up here. Let's all share a laugh and remember those happy moments with our dads.
Well, I like to share a moment where my dad kept my ass from going to jail.
Yeah.
Losing my license, but long time ago, we were down here in Virginia. We have what's called the bateau races, and a bateau is a big wooden boat that they used to ship goods up and down the James River. Well, not just the James River, but a lot of rivers. But in my area back then, it was the James River, and they would have these races from Lynchburg, Virginia to Richmond, Virginia on these bateaus, and they would stop at different places each night and camp out. And there was always a big party, lots of partying, lots of drinking, playing music. And we were playing music at one of these stopovers, and there was a jar of corn liquor going around, and we all got into it. And I guess I got into it really heavy because I was like, okay, I'm done. And I ended up driving my truck with my upright bass in the back of it, decided I was going home. And I got down the road a piece and I realized I was too dang drunk to be driving. And I turned around, was headed back, and I passed out. And I woke up as I was coming around the curve, headed to a tree, and I jerked the wheel and rolled my truck, threw my bass fiddle out in the woods. It was terrible. And so I was so drunk, I wrecked in front of a fire station. So they're trying to let me use the phone to call somebody. And I couldn't even see the numbers on the telephone. Anyhow, so all of a sudden, here comes my mom and dad up the road. And because they didn't know what happened to me, all of a sudden I was gone. And they see the truck and everything. So they stop. And long story short, by the time the police got there and everything, my dad told them that he was the one that was driving, and a deer ran out in front of him and he swerved to miss it. And he saved my ass from going to jail. And, I can't thank him enough for that because I was hammered, man. I shouldn't have gotten behind the wheel.
Yeah.
I appreciate my dad for keeping me from going to jail. And of course, I caught hell for the next, couple months.
Yeah. Well, that's it. But that's what dads do, man. They'll stand up and take the heat for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a mark of a decent dad. We've got somebody down in the back room. Let's all say hello.
Hello.
Smiles. Happy stuff. It's Miss Bean. Welcome. Good morning, baby girl.
Sorry, camping on a mountain. Happy Father's Day to all you fathers.
Hey.
So I got a couple funny memories of my dad, who is up in heaven. Been there since 1999. Passed away because he went in for appendicitis and never came out. So, anywho, don't ever think that a normal little operation that they do all day long is nothing major, because fucking apparently it is. So anyway, I got 3 little stories. Where any of you guys know that we all have code words for things, right? Okay, so sorry. Put your breakfast down. This might be a little gross. Well, anyways, my mother had a code word for her feminine hygiene product and told asked my dad one day if he could go to the store to get her a box of cherry chocolates. I don't know why she named it that, but anyways. So dad's like, yeah, no problem, blah, 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 goes to the store, comes back half an hour later and hands her a box of chocolates. She's like, what the He's like, you asked for cherry chocolate. She was like, Jerry, I wanted a box of Kotex. Back to the store dad went. So my parents had 5 girls and their last kid was a boy. So dad goes shopping one day and he picks up the ginormous 30-pack, we'll say, of Kotex, right? And he's at the register and then he's got a young dad behind him with diapers. And the dude behind him goes, oh man, you wouldn't catch me. I wouldn't be caught dead in the store buying those. And my dad turned around and looked at him and he said, dude, I'd rather be buying these all day than what you got right there. He had diapers, you know.
Yeah.
Then the most funniest, again, back to the feminine hygiene product, because most guys don't know this, or my dad did it. We'll call it an always plus with wings, okay? So we don't just come out and say it's not a dinner napkin, okay? So anyways, he said, so bad for you guys, for you girls. And I said, when it comes to having your menstruals. And I said, okay. And why is that, Dad? He said, it just must be so much pain. And I said, well, I don't have cramps. So I lucked out there and I go, some people have, I'm not talking about cramps. I go, well, then what do you mean? And he goes, when you have to rip that off and it must pull away so much hair on the tape. I had put the tape to your body. You put the tape to the crotch of your underwear to keep it in place. So anyways, that's my little take on Father's Day.
Sure was Father's Day.
That was so funny because that reminded me of my dad. And one day my mom was sending out some legal paperwork. And you know how you peel the strip off so that you can seal that little cardboard envelope and it leaves that long curly paper. So she did that and she left that in the trash. And Dad comes home, he pulls that out of the trash and he's like, has your Poe gotten bigger?
Oh my God, it's half a mattress. So hubby was never a dad, but he's an awesome granddad. So we just want to show you a picture of granddad feeding grandbaby.
There you go, living the dream. Mario. Happy.
So thank you for letting me come on to the screen with you guys and my little memories of my dad. There's so many of them, but anyways, happy Father's Day to all of you in the chat. Don't know how long the reception up here will last because it's been raining all weekend and that is like a satellite reception. But I'm gonna pop down and go back in the chat and continue feeding the baby if he hasn't already eaten his whole bowl full of cereal. So we say thanks for letting me on, and again, no stream tomorrow morning. Just letting you know because we'll be en route home, so we won't.
There you go.
But I'm gonna jump off now. Love you.
All right, love you, babe.
I love you.
Ma.
That was hilarious. I thought you were gonna spit out coffee, man.
I know, it almost came out my nose.
And see, that's dads creating laughter even after they're gone.
Mm-hmm. My dad,
I like
he was.
if y'all read Mark's blurb there about working on a toilet, he took it out back to clean it, and he said, "You carry it in." He's like, "No, I'm going to drop that." But 5 seconds later, Dad drops it himself. That's the way life goes when you're a dad. I was helping my wife, her dad, with a rental place that he had, and the toilet was running slow. And I thought, I think it's root clogged. So we took the toilet off of there, and the hole was about that big around, and the rest was all roots. And he's like, "How are we going to fix that?" And I'm like, "We're going to pull it out." And I grabbed it with my hand and started pulling. And that's when he started dry heaving, like, whoo! You could see his spine through the front. He told me to stop. I'm like, it's the only way to get it out of there. He's like, I'm going to do it. It's my damn house. And I'm like, okay, Dad. And he grabbed a hold of this thing all squishy and trying not to eat. He pulled out and he kept pulling and walking backwards until he reached the end of the bathroom door. And it was a lot longer than that. And he was like, I can replace the carpet. So he just kept pulling and backing up across the hall, across the living room, and out the front door. Where this thing was over 40 feet long. Dad dry heaving the whole way. Get it out in the driveway and wanted me to take him a picture of him with it.
Dang.
We got the toilet back on, everything worked good. And as we're heading back to his house, he's like, let me borrow your phone. And he didn't have a cell phone of his own, so I gave him my phone. He pulled a little piece of paper out of his wallet and dialed up. He called the people who had just been renting the place from him and had moved out. And the only thing he said when they said hello, he's like, you folks eat way too much corn. And he hung up on him. And I'm like, that's coming from my number, and they're going to wonder why, right?
Yep. And then they had to call you back and say, hey, what was that about?
They did. I had to explain it.
Right. So my question for Mark, and when your dad dropped that toilet, did you yell at him?
Like, do you know how much crazy glue it's going to take to fix this? Dang. You say you didn't have Gorilla Glue back then, and you could have. So, yes, if you've got a funny dad story, go on and convey it to us. Well, if you can, by coming up here on screen.
Yeah.
And sharing it with the crowd. Or if not, type it on up in the comments there. But we'd love to hear a funny story about your funny dads. And let's face it, everybody had a funny dad. Some of them that just carries over. And they keep doing more and more funny stuff. Well, like Mr. Swifty here, who's got to be dad to the bone because he's got the jokes to prove it.
Oh, yeah. I got plenty of dad jokes. Hey, speaking of that,
Morning heavy.
just a little off subject a little bit, but I've been posting these stupid dad jokes, and I've been getting anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 views on these a day as soon as I post it. And then yesterday on the beach, and I find a couple of arrowheads. A good day. And so I shot a video and posted it on YouTube. Same time I usually post my dad jokes. And as of this morning, when I got up, I had 7 views.
This happens. I post 3 shorts a day. Most of them get 1,200 to 1,900 views. And I'll post like an old button or something. Super cool. Gets 2,300 views. 2 days later, I'll post a video of another button, which I think is a better video. And it gets like 23 views.
What's up with that?
No rhyme or reason to that. But if I scroll back through my shorts, it's like 1,000 plus, 1,000 plus, 1,000 plus, 1,000 plus, 15. And it's like, why is this pocket knife not getting the same traction all the other pocket knives did?
Yeah.
You just never know,
You want to see a picture of my arrowheads?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull them up here.
Oh, I thought that was a euphemism. He's really going to show us arrowheads, man.
Yeah. I was excited. Here's one. That was the first one I found.
There we go. Heck yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's called the triangle point. And then, let's see. And the other one looks like this. Whoops. Guess what I did? I hit the wrong button.
That'll happen from time to time.
Here's the other one.
Oh, that's killer.
Yeah. So I was metal detecting at the same time. I'm always I'm always
Yeah.
eyeballing the ground
Yeah.
when I'm out there metal detecting. So I didn't find anything metal detecting, some trash. I didn't even find a sinker. Usually I find all kinds of sinkers.
All right, here's the rest of the story from Mr. Mark.
James King, good morning.
I'm doing good. Haven't seen you in a long time, brother.
Mhm.
Glad to see you here. Happy
Chris-
Father's Day. Chris Roberts, happy Father's Day to you, brother.
Yeah.
I
Hey, I
just-
want to give a shout out to Chris Roberts too, man. I don't have it in here right now, but I
Did you
got a
get your
package
candy
in the
bars?
mail. Huh?
You get your candy bars?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got my
And
2 Fives boxes and candy bar and a lighter
a Fireball.
and a fireball.
Yep. Good stuff. I got mine yesterday. It was like, I got to start with the Andes candies. They're easiest on my teeth.
Yeah. So I wanted to shoot a video of the stuff he sent me, and then me and Mrs. Swifty got into the candy last night, and we're like, uh-oh. So we saved the wrappers. So we're still going to do a video, just going to have some wrappers instead of the candy. And then I also want to give a shout out to Miss Kimberly. I love this. It's addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Swifty.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool as hell. Well, didn't mean to show your address, Kimberly, but we're going to shoot a video and open this up. So that's why it's not open yet. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, or we appreciate that. And back to the dad jokes. I mean,
Yeah, or dad orientated things. That's what it's about, you know.
mhm.
Like I said, the link is pinned at the top of the comments. If anybody wants to come on up and share a little dad hystericalness, that's what we're here for. Or funny stories of being a dad, because there's a lot of fathers out there that probably remember some interesting Father's Day when their kids were really little.
Yep. Hey, Pat, can you give T-Rep a wrench? I think it's a 13 millimeter.
Done deal. Yep.
There you go.
We got you educated, buddy.
Crazy Battle Mercury. Good to see you in here.
She's already got the ranch.
Yep.
Blister
But,
and Barnacles has a ranch. Randy has a ranch.
A ranch. But
Ranch.
if anybody wants to come up here and talk about their dad, hit that link at the top there and make it happen. Because I'm sure we all got some funny stories. Right, honey?
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Mm-hmm. So I was lucky enough when I was growing up. My mom, dad, and I, we played music, and we had like I said before, we played music, but we had a family band. We traveled all over the place and played music, man. Every weekend. That's why I spent my weekends playing music all over the place. That was fun. That's for my 5th birthday, he bought me my first drum kit along with lessons. And he got me started in music at a young age. And I think I was pretty good at the drums, but then I switched over and started playing bass. That was more fun.
Mm. Yeah, my dad played banjo. I've got a banjo. I barely plunk around on it because I don't have the space, but it's one of my long-term goals is to finally sit down and learn to play that bad boy. I like playing the harmonica. I used to have Jew's harps, but I need to get some more. But music is one of those things that brings family together.
Oh, yeah.
We got a nice little crowd. We got 21 up in here already. That is freaking awesome. Man, since my dad's gone, we should have a contest. We'll just start doing one of those random comment collectors, and then whoever gets picked gets to be my adopted dad for next year. That's right. You'll get a card. You'll get a stupid tie. You'll get unappreciated throughout the year, except that one day. So you want to be my unofficial stepdad? Go ahead and keep commenting.
Yeah, you know why? Check it out. Boom. I'm already collecting comments. I knew there was going to be some sort of contest, so I had it going already.
Mm,
But yeah, when you're ready to run it, just let me know, man, and
that's it, man.
we'll get you an adopted dad out there before
That's
long.
it. We got Dad of the Year going on.
Look,
I hope it's Dale. He's an awesome dad.
Martin says no comment.
That'll be the one that wins, Martin.
Look,
I mean,
Jim Steele says, "Hi, son." Can we go ahead and run this contest?
Absolutely. Let's see who the new dad is.
Let's do that. That's funny. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Who will be Park Rat Pat's new dad? Randy.
Yeah, Randy. Awesome. Way to go, Dad. Oh, and he's an awesome dad, too.
Yeah.
I remember that time when Mom was going to beat my ass for breaking one of her punch bowls, but Dad told her he already had, and he hadn't. So, saved me a big time whooping. You are awesome, Randy. Good memories.
No, you call him Randy. You need to call him Dad now.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta do that. Or
No,
Pops.
texting with Dad.
Awesome stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need you to co-sign on a loan for me too.
All right, I need a new car.
That's it.
Matter
Really
of fact,
hoping you can
gas
drive
tank.
me to the Megadeth concert and just a couple of my friends, Too funny.
Hey, you know what? My dad passed away on the 4th of July 10, 11 years ago. So
Mm.
12 years ago. So, I need a new dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
New dads all around, man.
Yeah, I need a new dad. So let's do this here. Who will be my new dad? D-Rep, thank you so much. Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Now I believe
Can
I
get some
believe
gas
your
money?
I believe your dad's from Canada.
That's
Good.
okay.
Dual citizenship. You freaking rock, man.
Woo!
I never had a friend that had two countries. This is killer.
Congrats, right? I hope nobody's upset because they didn't win, but my littlest. I'm pretty dang short.
He came
thank
from
you
the shallow end of the gene pool.
I did. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Blistering Barnacles.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, brother, man.
That's never easy.
That's funny. How much money do you need? I need it all, man.
Well, I want to get a new tattoo and an Aussie shirt.
Yeah.
The
I need to get a
basic.
bag of weed. Grandpa arrived from Quebec. Right on.
Hey,
Right
well,
on.
don't feel too bad for my dad there, Mark, because I don't dirty too many diapers these days, and I have awesome party supplies on hand all the time. I'm a
Well, it
great kid.
depends.
Mm-hmm.
Funny stuff.
Oh, yeah. So,
Oh,
people got good plans with their dads today?
check out Bill's comment.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's funny.
That should be a Florida thing. It's like, here you have that prepaid scholarship, to go to college for your kids. It's like, the way kids are nowadays, you need to have like prepaid bail bonds. That's going to be the wave of the future right there. Yeah. Mine's nice up in Canada too.
Canada. an otter. That's like saying the Yosemite Park.
Yeah, that's it, man. You gotta add that little American twist to everything. Mm.
So what you got going on the rest of the day, Pat?
Well, apparently Bill's trying to get me in trouble.
We'll need bail money. Perhaps your dad can help you out, and my dad can help me out, and he can get us out of jail.
Really? Or at least we can get one hell of a party going on. You know?
That's right.
I mean, I've never taken this dad to a strip club, so future plans.
Oh shoot! I didn't mean to. I meant to do something else. Dang it! Wrong button. There we go. I didn't mean to cut that out, but
It happens, y'all.
Randy, tell Pat to clean the garage.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, if he did that, Bill, he wouldn't be able to find a damn thing.
Nope. As it is, I know the rough whereabouts of everything in here. It might take a little digging, but hey, you know.
You get to it eventually, right?
Hmm. All right. We're going to finish building a pool deck in a little while. Heck yeah. Hmm.
A pool deck. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Now all they need is the pool, and it'll have a lot more use.
It'd be funny. They build a great big deck and then they put a kiddie pool next to it.
That would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'd pull a stunt like that.
Yeah, me too.
I've always been wild and crazy. Ask my dad. He's
Oh, and which dad? Randy dad or the other dad?
well, the living one. He's the only one you can really ask.
Okay.
Now, Chillin' and Grillin' Adventures Dan B says he's not off to a good morning, but hang in there, brother. Things will get better, that's for sure. Telling them for years to clean the garage, but we eat too many brownies. That's exactly.
That's funny.
I need to make a batch of those up later on today to be bringing with me on my trip.
Right on. And y'all coming up on Wednesday, correct?
I do believe I'd have to check with the missus. SC Sheldon, good morning, brother.
Yeah,
my buddy
that's the date
Sheldon
I got written down. That's mom's coming in too. Mom-in-law.
out in Idaho. Yeah.
What happened?
We are telling funny stories about dad stuff, dad-related things, or off-topic, whatever. If you want to talk, the link is posted at the top of the comments. Come on up, say hey. It's a crazy kind of morning because, well, the crowd is different. People are getting ready to do their Father's Day stuff, pretending they enjoyed the tie or that they didn't get the same shirt 6 years in a row, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot going on in people's worlds.
Yep. And being a dad myself and telling these stupid dad jokes and having a lot of fun with those, be on the lookout for some more stupid dad jokes that include some dude wipes. I had no idea these things existed. And I saw a video and the guy had some of these. I was like, what? Dude wipes? I have to get some of these. So look out for some funny ass stupid dad joke videos with some dude wipes. And it says assembled in the USA. Now what does that mean?
Foreign things put together here in the US. How many are in there?
48.
You think you'll find 48 different dudes that'll let you wipe them with those?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Maybe
But
we can start wiping the ugly off or something.
no, wear your hockey mask in case somebody takes it the wrong way.
And it's fragrance free. Woo!
Yeah, we got some of those free samples from Sam's the other day.
Yeah, are they fresh car scented. Yes.
I don't know.
Manly scented, but I like them too.
That's it. It's
I
that
crack
old
myself
car
up.
smell, sweat and a dirty ashtray. Yeah.
Yeah, spilt beer on the carpet. Yeah, that's what it
Mhm.
smells like.
Yeah, my favorite ones are the ones that smell like a cigar floating in a urinal, because you can always smell like you just came from the racetrack.
That's funny. Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
Jeez. Fun times on YouTube, y'all.
Oh yeah. Hey, hey, Grandma Kelly. Good morning. Good to see you here. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy said her son gave her a pack of those dude wipes.
Really?
I was gonna buy a box of them,
Tell us that story.
but then they were 7x7, and it's like I thought these things would be like the size of a dish towel, so you could really swab yourself down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you got a funny story, dead related or not. Hit
That's
that
right.
link. Come on up. Share some smiles and laughter. Mm.
Yeah, I think Crazy About a Mercury should come up and tell us about her dude wipes. Or did you get a marker and change it to dudette wipes?
Ooh, that would be. There we go.
Dudette wipes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, Teddy.
Certainly. Yeah. Who's going to come up? Somebody come up and tell us a dad story. Or tell us a dad joke if you want.
There's all kinds of stuff you can tell us. Trying to look back through junky stuff here. It's like, not yet. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. We got a comment, my buddy here. Today.
All right.
There you go.
Grandma Kelly says, Happy Father's Day. Men, love you all. Thank you for bringing humans into our world. Yeah, I think we
Advocatively.
probably had a part in doing that.
Well, all of y'all did. I didn't bring nobody into the world.
What?
No, got no kids. I was the fastest sperm and I ended it right there.
You're like, I'm out of here.
That's it. I'm taking my gold medal and going home.
That's it. Oh, we got somebody down in the green room.
There he is. Get him.
Boom.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, happy Father's Day. How you doing?
Bill.
What's going on?
So, I got a
Doing
couple.
our best to keep it real, y'all.
I got a couple Father's Day stories.
Yeah, man. Tell us about them.
Well, when I was younger and started hitting the bottle, at the wrong age, I'd come home and my dad would move the furniture in the dark, so I would trip over and hit the floor, and I hear him snickering from the bedroom. But my favorite one, I'm 16, just had my driver's license, and we're driving to meet family in Idaho. Now, I don't know how many have been in southern Idaho, but you got the rolling hills and miles of nothing but fields. And Dad's asleep on the back seat. Mom's driving. Mom had the white line fever thing going on when she drove. She just stared at the highway. So I'm trying to talk to her and she ignored me. So I yelled, "Look out for that cow." So she hits the brakes. There's nothing around for miles. And I hear Dad laughing as he's flying off the back seat.
He had the same sense of humor as you, or you had the same sense of humor as him.
Exactly. But yeah, I thought I'd share those. That was, I could still see Dad midair. Oh. Well, and somebody else get up there and share your stories. I'll back on out, and hopefully somebody will come up. I know y'all got them out there.
And I'm sure you got more dad stories to tell, Bill.
Oh, I can remember them. I'll come back up. That was a long time ago, Swifty.
That's okay.
Okay, come on. Somebody else come on up.
Let's see this one. And my dad loved little electric motorboats to put on the pond or toy tankers with remote control. One year he chased my son around who was in diapers with the tanker.
He scared the crap out of him. Yeah. The son needed some dude wipes at that point.
I just woke up, bro. Up there.
You know what? We did too. We just woke up and we got on here, but we're doing it. So come on up. Join the party.
What's this one? I had it too.
This is funny. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to. No, sorry.
One time, my dad wouldn't loan me the car to go out with my girlfriend. And she had walked over to my house and we were going to go and get us a pizza or whatever. And he was in a pissy mood and wouldn't loan me the car. And so I went in the car and put my feet print sitting inside the car, put my feet up on the windshield, and then had her get in the car and she put her feet prints up on the windshield facing down.
Oh boy.
So here we come the next Sunday morning getting ready to go to church, and it's early, and you know how the fog and junk collects on the windows. I'm in the back seat with my brother, and we start a log, and those footprints show up. My stepmom doesn't think it's me or my brother. She gives my dad this "I'm going to kill you, you son of a bitch" look.
Oh boy.
I don't know if he ever figured out what was going on, but it felt like I got revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He was a good guy. My dad had a good heart. He wasn't always the brightest, but he would help anybody he could.
Yeah. My dad was a firefighter for years and years. So how many people in here? Father was in the fire department. Actually, when he was in there so long, and he was a volunteer firefighter, but when he passed away, I got a check from the fire department. There was some kind of insurance that they had on him. I had no idea, but I got a little check in the mail, and it was very helpful with things at that point.
Let's see, Scott Sharp up in here. Good morning. We are doing the Father's Day thing, telling funny dad stories. Whether they're only funny to you or funny to the whole world, you got something awesome to say about your dad, please say so in the comments or hit that link at the top of the comments and come on up here and share the laughter with all of us.
That's right.
Because what's the point of having a dad if you can't laugh at him?
Or laugh with him.
Mm.
When my dad turned 69, he went around telling everybody that was his sexual year.
Mm.
And he would tell anybody that. Sometimes I'd be like, "Dad, come on now." And then sometimes I'd be like, "Go, Dad."
He's just going to do it again when he's 96.
Well, he's not here anymore, so.
Yeah. Let me answer this.
What do I mean? I don't know. I missed it. Hey, Tom, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you here this morning. Slipped on up in here.
Mr. Buddy Biggs up in the house. Good morning, buddy. It's Funny Dad Story Day. You got one? Share it with us.
Come on
you
up
don't
here.
Make something up. We won't know the difference. Oh. Can't be that bright. Have you met my dad? Oh, no.
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Yes, new dad.
Not new dad. Metal detecting with dad.
He probably wouldn't loan me the car either because he uses it for work. I'll get my work car.
Oh, yeah. But his work car is an Equinox. So it's kind of like a metal detector. I wanted
Man,
to take a Sharpie and put 800 underneath it. He said, "Go ahead."
you got to be careful of that. I had a friend with a Mercury Mountaineer, and it was all dirty. So in the dust above Mountaineer, I wrote Brokeback. Took him 3 days to find that, but he knew right away it was me.
Yep. So here's a sort of a funny dad story. I went to visit my mom and dad at some point as a grown up, and I spent the weekend, and I took a shower, and I used to do this thing when I was a kid, and for some reason it popped in my head. I was getting out of the shower, and you know how the mirror would steam up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you take your palm of it, you make a fist, and go like this on the mirror, and then take your finger and you put toes and you make little tiny baby footprints.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that on the mirror, and I forgot all about it. About a week later, my dad calls me and he's talking. He says, "Man, the strangest thing happened." I was like, "What's going on?" He says, "Well, I got out of the shower," and at this point I had forgotten about it. But when he said he got out of the shower, I was like, "Oh yeah." So I just let him tell me this whole story about all of a sudden these baby footprints that appeared. He said it was the weirdest thing and made the hair stand up on my arms. Of course, I had to tell him, because I'm dying laughing at this point. What's so funny? I told him I had done that, and he was like, "You little ass." Yeah. Good cussing out.
Yeah, I used to do that, do the stamp this way and then just put my fingers together and make the toes.
Yeah.
We would do that on frosty windows in the wintertime. Mm-hmm. You said, yeah, happy Father's Day. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of dads out there. They know what causes that now. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny, Mark. Oops. That's funny.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of job where you don't want to take any guff at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Hey, blistering barnacles. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just ramming off random names here and staying happy with myself.
Yes. Hey, excuse me for a second. I'm going to go and start a new batch of coffee.
We'll be right here working on an old batch of Sody Fizz.
Sody Fizz. I'll be right after these messages. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That's it. What Swifty doesn't know is we've replaced his regular coffee with Taster's Choice. Let's see if he notices the difference. Old TV commercial stuff. Love the song you did, Mark. That was a great little video. Mrs. Swifty, how we doing today, babe?
Well, I finished the last pot of coffee, so I'm awake more. How are you, Pat?
That's what it takes, huh? Just tired of being frustrated, man. I don't get why I can send a picture or anything from my phone and the printer works.
Mm-hmm.
And the cutter works. But from the laptop, mine or hers, nothing's going through. Even though this shows all the connections are good and that shows all the connections are good, it'll print a test page just wonderful. I get into my software, I go to send over the design, and I get nothing. 2 days now I'm wrestling with this damn thing, and it's working a nerve, man.
I hear you, yes. Frequently, my printer decides to stop talking to my computer. I don't know, they're having a bad day or an argument or whatever, and so I just have to uninstall my printer from my computer and reinstall it. Like the driver had a hiccup or something or whatever.
Everything's
No,
up to date,
so
but
so
but
frustrating.
it's like that and the cutter both at the same time. And it's like, come on now. I've rebuilt the cutter like 3 times. I've rebuilt the printer like at least once a week. I've got to take it all apart and clean all kinds of gears and wheels and stuff to make it keep working right. And
Mhm.
I think I finally just beat that horse to death.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
See what's-
my last laser printer, it would go for about a month, and then I'd have to take it all apart and clean all the mirrors. And
Mhm.
finally got tired of that.
It's like, hey, if I could make stickers using a mimeograph machine, I would.
Remember
Then
that
everybody would be sitting around sniffing stickers.
Right.
Good memories.
Whew, I always loved it when the high school teachers were running late. They just come scooting in with the fresh pile of copies.
I loved it when they'd send me down to the office to make the copies.
Oh, even
That's
better, you could stand over the copier.
Yeah, and run the crank and try to count to 300 so you get the right amount of pages out for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That was back when they used to do road work and everything smelled like tar. I loved that smell. All right, we got Rob, Mr. FL Thunder, up in the house. Good morning, brother. Glad to see you here.
I got a couple of funny dad stories. My dad passed away in 2017.
What's so funny about that?
But no, that part's not funny. But he taught me a lot, especially about outdoor stuff. And he took me on my first fishing trip. We went camping, and I think I was 5 or 6, and he was going to teach me to cast a line and fish. And so he showed me, and I brought that pole back, and the hook went right in my forehead.
Oh.
I couldn't get it out. And you know how bad it bleeds, like anything on your head. It just looks like you're going to bleed out, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he takes me back to camp, back to mom, like there's blood everywhere. She's like, what have you done? So much for that camping trip. They had to take me to the emergency room because they couldn't get it out. It was really, but yeah. So then, we would go camping. But I think I was in middle school. We went, it took like a month and a half and went camping all across the United States. And we were going through Tennessee somewhere on a interstate, and I was in the passenger seat. I was the one with the map. That was back when we had to use a map. We didn't have cell phones and all that crap. So I'm navigating, Dad's driving, Mom and sister in the back seat. And I'm looking at the map, trying to figure out, the next thing that we're going to do. And I feel the car kind of swerve, and I look up, and there's an exit, and I say, Dad, what are you doing? And he says, I don't know, taking this exit. So he takes the exit. He was trying to avoid a piece of a tire in the road, but since I was looking at the map, I didn't see that. No. He thought I meant for him to take that exit, but I didn't. And so we ended up in the middle of Memphis, I think, in the bad part of town. With kids and a camper hauling behind us. My dad was like, what have we done now? Mom was like, you want to stop somewhere and ask for directions? He was like, no, we're not stopping even to get gas here. We're just going.
No.
That was the wrong exit. It was pretty funny. Where are you going, Dad?
The poison ivy story.
Oh.
Yeah.
So my dad went camping with his dad one time. They were, I don't know, he was little, like 5 or 6, and he had to poop in the woods. And so my grandfather said to him, well, you know what leaves to use and what leaves not to use. And my dad was like, yeah. He didn't. Of course, he picked up the poison ivy leaves, and that was a short camping trip also.
He wiped himself with the leaves?
He wiped, yep. Now after that, he definitely knew what not to use.
You know what he needed was some dude wipes.
Yeah, probably. camping trip. We slept in a tent, woke up to like 3 inches of water.
Mm.
I've been on those camping trips with my family too. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Back in the 70s, we used to go to this place called Mild Standish Park. And it was like a campground with a little beachfront around a lake or a pond or whatever it was. And we would hang out there for the weekend with friends, me and my mom and whoever her boyfriend du jour was. And she was dating this one guy, John Nosel. And he was the nicest guy. Out of all the guys she ever dated, he was like the one me and my brother liked the most. But this guy had the worst luck. If y'all remember the 70s, Frisbee was a big thing. You know, everybody played Frisbee. You're skipping them off the street. You're doing your fancy throws and catches. And it was a wonderful time. If I had a time for every time John got hit in the head with a Frisbee that weekend, I could buy a Porsche right now. He was a Frisbee magnet. They were coming from other campsites and after the first day, he didn't even flinch anymore. He just kept doing what he was doing.
Okie dokie, another Frisbee.
All these years later, and this is like when I was like 7 or 8, I'm still friends with John. He lives up in Fairhaven. He's got a place down here in Miami. We talk all the time, and we rediscovered each other when he found my YouTube channel. And he was like, I know that kid. Message me, and we actually have plans to get out and do some detecting this year because he loves metal detecting also.
Cool.
But I thought about it when I was talking to him the other day. It was like, you know, maybe I should bring a Frisbee with me just to see if it scares him.
See if he remembers that.
Yeah. Now, if
He
he's
might have
watching
just blocked
right
it out.
now,
Like,
I'm busted. That's too funny.
mm-hmm.
Overall, things have been good in life. I know we all got things we complain about, things that upset us, and things that don't work out the right way, but
That's why it's life, right?
90% of the time, you can count on family to be there for you. 90% of the time, you can count on friends to be there for you. Really, when you think about
Of
it,
the time you can count on God to be there for you.
oh, 100%. Yep. All those balance out to, 95% of life is good if you
I
don't
agree.
focus on the crap.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like to think of the crap is there to help us grow. If everything was
yeah.
nice all the time, we really wouldn't appreciate it, would we?
Exactly.
We would not appreciate it. Got a visitor.
Marty
Hi.
Bristow.
Hey, it's a Hansel kitty. Hey, Hansel kitty. He said no thanks. Oh.
You don't want to be a star today? Really?
He said no thanks.
How unlike you. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's see what Chris has got saying here. Chris Roberts says, my dad used to take us camping. One time a big brown bear woke me up breathing on the tent.
Oh.
I looked over at Dad, had his fingers over his lips like, shh, don't make a sound. Yep.
Been there. We were camping one time, I think up in the Great Smokies, in that park. And we had, I think we left the cooler out of the car that night, sitting on the picnic table. And the bear came around and ransacked the cooler, turned over the picnic table while we were in the tent, and my parents were like, just don't say anything. Just quiet. We were all sitting there like,
lay there and pee
Basically went
yourself
away.
in your sleeping bag.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. That was a scary moment listening to that. It was right outside the tent, listening to it go through all our stuff. We didn't get up until the sun. When we heard the barely, but we didn't get up until the sun came up.
See, now that's the difference between a lot of dads and my dad, because we had a similar situation like that when we were camping in California at a place called Cooking Green. And it's very, very way out there, nothing around. And we're in the tent one night, and we hear this animal outside. And from where our tent is, the little road is just above the tent over there, and dirt and rocks and shit getting flicked at the tent. And us kids are all like, and Dad's like, calm down, plug your ears. And Dad laid out 3 rounds, knowing he wasn't going to hit the bear because he was aiming at the dirt side of the road. But after that, and the ringing, we went outside, and there was nothing left around there, man. It was gone. Quick little trip to the car, get the duct tape, fix the holes in the tent, leave the flap open for the gunpowder to clear out, and it turned out to be a pretty nice night. Yeah, my dad didn't mess around. If he went into the woods, he was armed.
Gotcha.
Oh,
wow, that's wild, Kelly.
There we go.
Ah!
We wrong button. There we go. It's you.
Y'all both trying to post it.
Uh-huh. That was good. I've never encountered a bear on the trail, but I've encountered plenty of snakes on the trail.
On the AT?
No, just hiking in
Oh.
general.
I encountered a moose, and that was not good because Mama was there and babies were there,
Mm.
and you
Yeah,
don't
no
get in
bueno.
between that. So I went through the brush off to the side to get as far away from them as I could and not be in between the two. And I mean, I was going through brambles and briars, and I got all cut the hell up, but I
But
didn't,
hey.
I didn't get beaten up by no moose.
Right, you live to tell the tale.
I went into this when I going up that hill, and I get into this one little clearing spot where I can stop and be like, oh, I'm probably like 30 yards off the trail now, so I feel safe. And these little yellow birds, like little bitty, they're flying all over the place. And I'm thinking, great, I escaped the moose, and these are probably like piranha or something. I'm going to get eaten to death by birds. But thankfully, they weren't piranha, they were just little bitty yellow hummingbirds. But they
Nice.
still scare the crap out of you in the middle of the woods.
No doubt. It was a Alfred Hitchcock moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, Bill. He opened the back door to a cabin and was face to face with a bear. That was a brown pants day. All right, I'm going to sign off and relinquish my seat back to its rightful owner. Nice chatting with you, Pat, and with everybody. See you later.
Yeah. It's like Blister and Barnacles just found a coin with their pinpointer. Sweet.
In his pocket.
Yep. Pinpoint indicators are good for that. Celebrity kitty, whether you like it or not.
That's right.
He's a nut. He's a handful, that Hansel.
Second
Yeah.
celebrity kitty.
Mhm.
Hi, Obi.
Oh, Grandma Kelly. Piranha Keats aren't real.
Thank
Piranha
goodness.
Keats are, if you ever watched the Flintstones cartoons, and there was an episode in there where they had a piranha keat that like ate people and stuff, and that's where I got the word from when I was a little kid. But being out there in the woods, as soon as I saw them little yellow birds, that was my first thought.
Right on, right on.
Mm.
Hey, what's going on, Marty? Good to see you in here this morning. John. Got a couple people slipped in here while I slipped away. They slipped in here.
That's it, man.
A lot of slipping going on around here.
Oh yeah, slip sliding away.
Uh-huh.
Now
There's
there's
the nearest destination.
Mhm.
Is always slip sliding away.
See, that's when I wish I had a juice heart. I wonder if you could do that song on a juice heart. Damn.
Yeah, we can try it out.
We finna find out.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
Time to play.
So much to do over the next couple of days. Get the car ready, get the dog ready,
Metal detecting with Dad.
Tell me about it.
fudge ready. Oh yeah, metal detecting with Dad.
Get all the canvases ready.
We'll have to get some new. Randy's going to have to get some new coffee cups made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the paint party?
Yeah, he's talking about getting ready for travel, and I'm talking about getting
Oh.
ready for the
Oh,
paint party.
yeah, it's going to be fun. Busch Gardens with Guy Harvey and Park Rat Pat,
Hell yeah,
all in the same room. What the hell?
And Mrs.
that's right.
And Mrs.
I-
Swifty and Swifty.
I may make him a piece of fudge that looks like a starfish or something, just so he eats it.
You know, I bet he would enjoy it. I'm feeling he's probably
Wouldn't that be cool?
yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool to get blasted with Guy Harvey? Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's like the three of us, me, you, and him, eat a starfish fudge right
That's it.
before the show starts. Yeah.
It would be awesome.
Mark says he wants one.
That's the good stuff, man. Yeah, my Park Rat Fudge will put you on a whole nother plane of existence. The last time I had a piece of my own fudge, I started my prayers with, while I'm in the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob says he's getting ready to go get his show ready. I'm going to
Mhm.
post a link to Rob's live feed. Him and Charlie will be live at 9 o'clock. We're going to do the Park Rat Swifty raid over there. We're going to bust it wide open. But in the meantime, let me go out and grab that link.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you got something else you wanted to do with the contest. But I still have that up as well, Pat.
Keep it up there. Something might pop up for us. Tin Man! You'll be swimming deep with the deepest creatures in the ocean. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I love starfish. Actual out in the ocean kind of starfish. One, you pull them up in the drag when you're out drag fishing. And we would pull up all
What?
kinds of...
Wait, what? Drag fishing? What are you talking about?
When you're dragging clams, scallops, you're out on one of the draggers. You pull up all kinds of bycatch. You'll get fish and sharks and starfish and whatever else. Coolest thing I ever saw was a basket starfish. If you've never seen one, go and look them up. Watch a video of one in action. They look absolutely unreal, but beautiful thing to see if you get the chance.
What are they called again?
Basket star or basket starfish.
So the story started out, he was drag fishing.
Mhm.
Fishing.
Dragon. Yeah. Getting your scallops and your clams, your oysters, little necks, cherries, bowls, all that,
Thanks, Dad.
Fish and stuff. Take it easy, Dad.
No, there's my dad.
It did.
Yeah. Oh, so I was going to post Rob and Charlie.
There we go. Let me rub that. Okay. Once he gets that posticated, I will go ahead and pin it to the top. And
What are you doing?
Straight Up West Outdoors, good to see you. Hopefully things been going well in your world.
You
We
see
got
what I
Mr.
have to deal with here? You see this?
Digging it back. Mr. Charlie is up in here. Good to see you, Charlie. We've been having a fun time. And here we go. Boink.
This cat is not. He ain't right.
Ooh.
My word. Actually, why don't you sit here with this funny cat for a second? Because I want to go get something. I have something I want to give away for Father's Day.
Awesome. Everybody's always up for a good giveaway.
Yep. So I'm gonna let Mrs. Swifty sit here while I go and Hansel, and I'll be back.
But as soon as I sit down, he's gonna leap. That's how he. That's his MO. He's fine as long as I'm holding him, walking around. He's good to go. But as soon as I sit down, whoop, gotta go.
See, now we need to get you another cat named Regrettle.
That's funny.
He had a sister named Gretel, but she passed away.
Mhm.
So they were twins.
Mhm. She had the bobtail. He had the long tail, but they look just alike.
Same markings.
Mm-hmm. That is a big kitty. You're right. He's a big boy.
Baby.
He is a big baby.
All right. So we're going to do the random comment picker. And what I have here, I'm going to make myself large. I hope you don't mind.
Good deal. And thankfully, you announced it so we don't get into a button battle.
Yeah. And then might need some dude wipes. I can't wait to do some stupid dad joke videos with these.
That's it.
Anyhow, so what I have are this is a 1988 proof set. Let's see, Denver and Philadelphia Mint Mark.
Sweet.
So these are proof coins. I know I'm not displaying them very well. We'll do that. They're nice. There we go.
Yep. And go on, everybody. Remember to hit that like button because you got to keep those numbers nice and high.
And so keep those comments rolling. We're going to do a random comment picker here for one lucky person. And, if you live in Canada or something like that, I'm going to mail them to you anyhow. But all the paperwork is in here. It's a really cool set.
Oh, yeah. 30 watching, 31 thumbs up. It's a happy day. And
Happy
of course,
Father's Day.
at the top of the comments, we have pinned the link to Rob and Charlie's show. Remember to head on over there after this in about 10, 15 minutes or so, and we'll give them a Park Rat Swifty raid.
Boom. So not only are you going to win that, but I got a Sacagawea, that's hard to say, dollar coin that I'm going to toss in here as well, just because you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have one, but that will be in the prize pack as well.
Hey, that's good stuff. Now, y'all might not see Swifty and I over at Rob's right in the beginning. We've got a side project going. We've got the construction paper. We've got the macaroni and the glue. We need to be making cards for our new dads, so we're going to get on that first. Then we'll see you over at Rob's.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. So, hey, Dad, if you could email me your address, I would appreciate that. Seriously. Yeah.
I wonder how much back child support he owes me.
No one's acting with Dad. Yeah. So anyhow, let's go ahead and run this contest. What the hell?
All right. And good morning, John.
So good luck, everyone, and happy Father's Day. Boom. I wonder who the winner gonna be. And you must be present to win.
Rick!
Well, I just saw you post, so I know you're here. I tell you what, I'm gonna post my email address in the comments and hit me up with your address, and I'll get this out to you. Congrats, man!
Sweet.
And happy Father's Day if you're a father.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not a father, you're probably somebody's favorite uncle. That's a tough job, too. Congratulations to you.
Not
Mm.
Oh yeah. Yep. And here we go. What'd you say? Your father's a woman? Yeah. Well, I posted as Park Rat Pat, but that's my email address. So
Mm.
hit me up there with your address. I'll get this out to you. And Dad, if you could hit me up with your address, I'd appreciate that too.
Now, when you're going to mail, I don't believe it's Swifty Dash. Leave that off of the email address.
Okay, let's do that again.
You know, just to clarify. Or
Sorry.
somebody be like, I sent it 5 times, but
I know, but I'm a tard sometimes. Get on down.
all right.
In fact, that's
Oh.
me. Boom.
John says he's got it, so there we
Okay.
go. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I've sent something to you before. I don't know. I've sent out so many prizes and things I can't keep up. Oh, hey Pat, I was cleaning out some stuff, a little box I had with some other stickers and all, and I'm gonna make myself large if you don't mind, but I'm gonna show you something I found. And I think I'm just gonna hold on to this one. I don't know. I might use it at work, but
There you go.
It's a good one. It's a classic.
Yep.
See, this is why I got to get that damn printer working today, man.
That's good motivation right there.
Mm-hmm.
I might put this up at work. That would be funny as hell. I'm the one that, I'm there all the time. So, boom. I can't wait to hear somebody come out and go, hey, man, there's a sticker in there. It says, I'll say, yeah, my buddy Pat put that in there.
That's it. Put that up in the bathroom at the police station.
Yes, he moved and didn't tell me the address. Excuse me. Funny stuff.
That's been known to happen.
Yeah. I've heard stories. I've seen it on TV. It must be true.
Baltimore. Yeah. Oh, goodness. All right, we got about 12 minutes left. We will stop a little early so everybody has a chance to hit the bathroom and refresh their drinky poo. Take whatever herbal enhancement you feel is necessary.
Oh, yeah. There's always that.
Oh, yeah. Gets to get on with the day, man.
Right.
Okay.
That's for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my day, but then I have to go to work this evening, so that happens.
Yeah.
But I got 3 days. Let's see. I work 3 days in a row, and then I'll be off for another several days because Mr. Park Rat Pat's coming in town. Mrs. Swifty, mom-in-law's coming in town. Guy Harvey's coming into town. Guy Clark, that's a musician. We got a lot going on, and then TC and Red are coming into town, and then we're gonna have a cookout and grill up some hamburgers and hot dogs and hang out at the river.
Hey, I can't recall. Are TC and Red fudge friendly?
Oh, I think so, but I'll make sure.
Good deal.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Straight up West Outdoors. Good to see you in here. The green is flowing Colorado. Right now, back in the day, as of this weekend, I'd be in Telluride, Colorado at the Bluegrass Festival, which is going on. Today is the last day of that, which is always a sad day for me at Telluride because things are ending, and then you get up the next morning, everybody packs up, and you're gone, and you're still on this high from being in Telluride for one thing, and then with all the music and the festivities going on there, wow. And
Dale says he's going to be in town also.
All right. Oh, awesome. So you're here. You're still in Virginia?
Apparently. That's good stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. We are definitely looking forward to it. Whether I have stickers to bring or not, I'm going to bring myself in my happy attitude.
Yep. Certainly.
Sweet stuff.
But
Hey,
yeah,
you know-
Telluride is always a fun time. Actually, I've been listening to Kodo. They've been live streaming the festival, so I've been tuning in from time to time, catching my favorite bands.
I think we need to alter that now, where everybody keeps putting Puff Puff Pass. I mean, there's such an abundance of it now, and it's legal just about everywhere. Shouldn't that become more of a Puff Puff Bogart? You know, it's like everybody got their own now.
Yeah, just puff, 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 puff.
Hit Puff Puff Pass out.
There you go.
Hey, Dirt Claude.
What's going on? Puff, 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 pass out. Yeah, I think that's what happened to me last night. I was hoping to head over to JP's last night. We ate a late dinner and we got to drinking some beers and carrying on foolishness and stuff. And after I ate dinner, I drank one of those Buzz Balls too at the end for dessert. And then I was like, I need to go lay down. So yeah, I was out early. I was like, don't.
Sometimes you need that. And I took a nap yesterday and still went to bed at my regular time and still woke up feeling tired.
Woke up at I think it was 5:30 this morning when I woke up. I was like,
Yeah.
Stay puffed. That's funny. Certainly.
Great stuff. Now we've had a good time here this morning telling some dad stories. Even if you didn't share a dad story, hopefully the ones you heard helps remind you of some good times with your dad or plan for good times to come. If your dad's still with you, reach out and say, hey, let him know you love him. If your dad's not with you, reach out to your kids, let them know you love them. If you're like me and you got nobody around, hang with friends and have a good time. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's kind of like the hokey pokey. That's what it's all about. You know, I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around.
And that's a good thing. And what if the hokey pokey really is what it's all about?
Hey, now you're talking. Yeah, I might have to use that one. I forgot about that one.
Morning pain is definitely real. Yeah, you know, you've hit that pinnacle of old age when you go to bed feeling fine and wake up hurt.
Feeling all crickety.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You walk like a robot.
And then have to step
walk
over
like an Egyptian.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, definitely head on over. If there's channels here you haven't seen, hit their little symbol, go subscribe to them. Make sure you leave a comment on a video so that they know you're there. That helps the subscription to stick. And it helps us all to grow. Mr. John here at like 932. There's no reason he shouldn't be up over 1,000 by the end of the day. Going over there, check him out, share him out to your friends. That's how we operate here, because you know we're a huggy bunch.
And we're a funny bunch too.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Oh my word.
I know. And if you have nothing to laugh about, light a fart. That
That's
if
right.
that doesn't make you smile, nothing will.
That's right. That's, you know what? It's going to make somebody smile. It may not be you, but someone's going to laugh their ass off. Get it? Laugh their. No.
Oh, kidney stones. That ain't good, man. Heck no. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Me either.
Mm.
No.
Let me take a check.
Hey, do you see what your dad said? I got a pin there. Post it.
Mm. You subbed to everyone in the chat.
No, up here. I'll look on the screen.
Oh yeah, definitely a fun show.
Oh,
We try to have a good time.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
just checking with Dad.
Mm-hmm.
All
Have
right.
to remember to call him that at the next Zoom meeting.
That's it.
Mm-mm. Too big to pass. Have to get it, Vlad. Too big to pass. Yeah. Listen.
Mm.
Mm. It's
Well,
only gonna hurt once.
yeah, and it's gonna hurt real bad.
Oh yeah. Yep. Wouldn't wish that on nobody.
Oof, oof, oof. Kimberly says she finally found my #1 bucket list item, and there's a link to her video. Go check it out, y'all.
Mhm.
Do
That's
it.
Do it or regret it. All right, we got about 3 minutes till Rob's show, so we are going to close down here. Get your drink, go to the bathroom, head on over, give him that Park Rat Swifty raid. Try and have a good week. Everybody stay fresh. And what are they supposed to be remembering?
Well, you're only one hole away.
From a really good day. So you better.
Dig it all, y'all.
That's the name of the game. We love you guys. Thanks for joining us this
Happy
morning.
Father's
Having
Day.
some laughs. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Meet us over at Rob's for a Swift Rat raid. We will see you there in just a few minutes. All right. Love you, everybody. Be good. Stay
Peace out.
healthy.